What up, YouTube? What's poppin'? This is probably gonna go up like a week and a half after, so good luck on catching up to the news there. Candace Owens, baby. Candace motherfucking Owens reacts to USA Today naming Rachel Levine a Woman of the Year. It's so progressive. It's actually regressive. We're actually erasing women. Oh boy, I can't wait to see what this says.
Today, America's newspapers just announced its Women of the Year. According to the newspaper, that award is a, quote, recognition of women across the country who've made a significant impact. Okay, but here's the irony. In this Women of the Year competition, we saw a major win for the patriarchy. A biological man called Rachel Levine is at the very top of the list. Now,
Oh, you want me to be clever, right? You want me to debate Tucker Carlson? Nah, we're gonna go with the memes. Hold on, I got you. If this is a win for the patriarchy, then why do men assault trans women at a higher rate than like ever? If this is a win for the patriarchy, then why don't men see trans women as viable dating options? Why is it every time somebody brings up a trans woman around a man, they're like, I'm not into that gay shit. Like, I'm trying to tell you something. Like, massive win for the patriarchy. Yeah, because that's who we uplift, trans women. That's, Lord have mercy. Men uplift trans women so much. I've never seen it. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Oh my God. Oh my God. It make me feel like I want a Google search. It make me feel like I want to do a Google search right now just to make fun of that statement, but I'm gonna let it stand. Clip me out of context if you got to. Men are the ones who protect trans women the most, and you can fight me to the death on that.
Levine is a former health official in the state of Pennsylvania who forced nursing homes to take COVID-positive patients, even as...
We still talking about that. That is, how do they all have that line for everybody, yo? How do they have that line for everybody?
Take COVID-positive patients, even as Levine snuck Levine's mother into a private facility. Now Levine is a fake admiral and, we're told, a woman. Candace Owens.
Oh, nice. That was nice, Tucker. That was nice. Daps on that. That was a bar. You saw how he snuck in the word fake to attach to the top thing and then like subtly attached it to the bottom. That was fire. That was fire. That was bars. You spitting right now.
Is a woman, so we thought she could assess. She's the host of Candace, and we're happy to have her join us tonight. Candace Owens, Woman of the Year, Rachel Levine. Do you feel honored to have this new addition to the sisterhood, or do you have other feelings?
Oh, that was fire too. Yo, this man is spitting. That's so hard. That went so hard just now. Oh my God. This is the greatest newscaster I have ever fucking seen. The way that you frame that question as if like whoever gets this award, USA Today, not even like an Emmy, not even none of that, not a Nobel Peace Prize, a USA Today like award, and it's beautiful.
What's a woman, Tucker? I'm confused. I don't know what a woman is anymore.
That's a joke. That's a Fresh Prince joke. She just made a Fresh Prince joke. Yep, we're typing in the references live on YouTube as you watch this on YouTube, so you don't have to go look at YouTube to understand what the hell I'm talking about.
What's a woman? What's a woman? What's a woman?
That's a YouTube poop. That's a YouTube poop. You're just YouTube pooping. You're YouTube pooping on Fox News.
Look, it's funny, and it's also pointedly ridiculous, and it kind of gets back to what I always say, which is that with progressives, they're always so progressive that they're actually just regressive, right? Right? We saw this in terms of race. We were once the country that was aspiring towards not being able to judge each other by the color of our skin. Now we basically say, no, 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 no. We have to only judge each other exclusively by the color of our skin. Same thing in the category of feminism, right? Early feminism, we were trying to create a space for women that was separate from men. We wanted women's sports. We wanted women to be able to compete differently. We had women that train, from the time that they're kids all the way up through college, to trying to compete at the level to say against other women. Well, now you can just throw on a wig and say, actually, I'm a woman too, and you can crush all of their records because it's so progressive. It's actually regressive. We're actually erasing women.
I love the idea that the colors that you're seeing in this little tiny snapshot is just pure red because it make it look like it's a green screen. And for that, I'm going to tell you right now, there is no God. There can't be. I'm going to do myself a favor and I'm going to break that shit down for you the way nobody else will. With meme retorts. Here we go. Let's break this down sentence by sentence.
Compete differently. We had women that train, from the time that they're kids all the way up through college, to trying to compete at the level to say against other women. Well, now you can just throw on a wig. Okay.
You cannot just throw on a wig. It's so funny that there's actually a category for men who do that. There's a literal gender category, let alone, sexual expression, I should say. Or gender expression. That's my bad on that one. None of the women that you just spoke about have been harmed by, you really act like Serena Williams is getting, Naomi Osaka is getting defeated by a trans woman right now. You're really sitting there saying that trans women have infiltrated all sports and are now actually you're not saying the reality of the world that we live in. That's not a thing. That's not and I'm trying to not be the guy who's you're wrong, I'm right. Show me some, because people are going to say, look at this case or look at that case. It's clearly happening in more than one place. Yeah, true. I'll give you that. But that's not happening. That's not a thing. That is not in the realm of the eyes that you can use. The five senses, if you look at the situation, that's not happening. The only way you would believe that is if you want to believe that. That's all I'm telling you. The only way that is true, what she just said, is if you want it to be true. It is not true. It is false. It is non-existent. I almost wanted to make a joke and say it's like you're God, but I'm not going to do that because I respect religion. Have my own. They
can say, actually, I'm a woman too, and you can crush all of their records because it's so progressive. It's actually regressive. We're actually erasing women.
That is also not true because Supreme Court Justice, I'm not trying to be funny when I say I think black women in positions of visibility have gotten a massive boost in the last couple years, maybe due to the politics of playing it that way. And this is me being very short-sighted and thinking national scale and not local scale, which was what I should be thinking about, because in that regard, black women are getting fucked. But at the same time, that's also not happening. That's also not happening. And wouldn't this be a win for the matriarchy, the idea of inclusive womanhood? If more trans women took those positions, that wouldn't be erasing women. That would be proving that women can do these things, because that is the universe in which that logic makes sense. That you're saying that the thing that would help you is the thing that's harming you. Hasn't somebody said that before? Hasn't somebody said some shit like that before? That's funny. That's real. This is a dope ass video. I fuck with these two people so hard.
And sadly, it was the feminists that got behind this early on that didn't have the courage to say, no, actually, that's a man that we're looking at, and feminists should be fighting this tooth and nail.
Oh, trans womanhood is the idea of men entering women's spaces by pretending to be a woman, but trans manhood is not discussed at all here.
By the way, where's Hillary Clinton? I don't want her
Easy default. Where's Hillary Clinton? Who the fuck? Who even? Just shoehorn Hillary. Yo, predict Sham Andy. We're going 1 for 1. At some point at the last 2 minutes of this interview, she is going to say something about wokehood being the reason why women will go extinct.
Yeah, that didn't have the courage to say, no,
I'm going for it.
That's a man that we're looking at, and feminists should be fighting this
I'm
tooth and
going
nail.
for it.
By the way, where's Hillary Clinton? I don't want her perspective on Russia and Ukraine. I want to hear her perspective on this category. I want to hear her perspective on the person who ran on, oh my gosh, women are so oppressed, and I'm a woman, and vote for me because I'm a woman. She seems suspiciously quiet on this topic, doesn't want to really touch this topic about...
Because it's boring, you dipshit. How are you a grown woman and can't figure that out? Who gives a fuck?
Men taking the spots of women, something that is actually representing an existential crisis for these young women who I said earlier are competing in these categories. So it's ridiculous.
Okay, I'm gonna take the existential crisis one as a win. Technically, I'm gonna take it as a win. But let's see if she. I'm just.
Bigger question, Tucker, why are they doing this? You always have to ask with the left because it's always something Machiavellian, and it gets back to Marxist ideology over and over again. It's always about disrupting the family unit. The government gains more power when people are confused, right? If you don't know whether you're a woman or a man, you're not going to have a functional nuclear family unit, right?
I'm taking this all as a win. I'm sorry. I know, Chad. I'm being mad, like, extra with it, but, like, I'm taking that as a win. Destroying the family unit makes more of an argument for, like, the idea of the erasure of black people, the erasure of stable homes, which means less babies. And since men are taking the position of women, they can't have babies, which means the existential loss of women all throughout. Yeah, I'm going with it.
You're going to be dysfunctional. Dysfunctional people tend to rely upon the government. That's what's happening right now. That's what you're seeing this push for.
I mean, I've asked this a million times, but I still don't know the answer. If Rachel Levine can declare I'm a woman, then why can't I declare I'm Samoan and demand that you respect me? Is because I don't have the Human Rights Campaign backing me up? Like, what's the honest answer?
Okay, that's actually a good question. That's transracialism, though. That's why that's a stupid question. A good question would be, why can't he just do the same thing that they're doing? Because you don't want to, and that's the whole point. Let people live how they want to live. Thank you, Tucker. You are very progressive. I fuck with the energy.
Sir, if Rachel Levine can declare I'm a woman, then why can't I declare I'm Samoan and demand that you respect me? Is because I don't have the Human Rights Campaign backing me up? Like,
what would you gain from claiming that you're Samoan? Because then we could go on them. And this is why I say Republicans have such easy targets and you just don't do them. Like you're living on stupidity at this point. You could have picked Elizabeth Warren and say she claimed that she was Native American. What happened with that? Like you got weapons, bro. There's things there. There's things there. That was a good one. Sorry guys, my dad just texted me. That was a good one. He sent me a reel.
what's the honest
That was a good one.
answer? If we can be whatever we want to be because we wished it, why can't I be whatever I want to be?
Rewind it 5 seconds. Rewind it 5 seconds. Rewind it 5 seconds. Hold on.
Answer. If we can be whatever we want to be because we wished it, why can't I be whatever I want to be?
Because you can, though. Oh my God. That's the problem. Oh my God. That's the problem. That's the problem. Yo, white supremacists think they're not welcome in that space. white supremacy doesn't have the budge. He is a white supremacist. Now, I know you're saying, like, this is obviously making paradigm. You're not saying anything new, but, like, think about it from this form. He just said, why can't I be whatever I want to be? Because the circles you involve yourself in wouldn't accept you for it. There's exclusionary practices within your own community, your own framework of how society works. And what are those exclusionary practices? Things that don't allow black people, things that don't allow brown people, things that don't allow trans people. Therefore, you have everything you need right then and there. You don't need to change into anything else. You don't see a benefit. It would be a downgrade. It's like Roman Reigns taking the IC title instead of the world championship. You're taking it as a demotion. Why do you think it's a demotion to embrace these ideologies? Because they're less than. And what are they less than? Well, what is Tucker Carlson? He's white. There it is. There's the proof. Right there. There's the proof. Now there should be a huge fucking hit piece. There should be a huge piece. Post this everywhere. Take the clip. Run it. There's the proof. I've proven that Tucker Carlson's a white supremacist. He can't deny that because he just said it. Why can't he be anything he want to be? Why can't he be black? Why can't he be gay? Why can't he be a member of the LGBTQ? Because there's something about the way he functions that excludes those things from being realities, not accepted. Not, oh, I don't care about this person. You could be black, round, white, blue, yellow, whatever, you know, the thing white people say. You could be whatever. You could do whatever. You could hear da. But there's something about the space that he exists in that stops him from being able to allow himself to even indulge in that. And what space would that be if not for the inclusion of minorities and marginalized people? What's the only group left? Bars. I want you to think real hard before you come up here. That's all I'm saying. You just heard Loaded Luck spit. You know, I just want you to, you better. I heard.
Well, I think we need to turn around and Rachel Dolezal has owned an apology. So
And I won. Okay, at least I predicted that one. I'll take the L on the first one if you give me the W for that one.
Who cares if she was born white? Who cares if she was tinting her skin color? She felt on the inside that she was a black woman. And I feel it's absolutely ridiculous to state that a woman can be a man can be a woman. Well, why aren't you black, Tucker? And why?
No, I want the credit. 3 for 3. 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 3 for fucking 3. I just went on an entire rant to ask that question. 3 for 3. Paradigm never misses. No stream is ever bad. I'm my ego up now. My ego up. Gas me the fuck up. I'm happy now. We little serotonin right in there. Oh man, I saw that coming a mile away, and I was right.
It's absolutely ridiculous to state that a woman can be a man can be a woman. Well, why aren't you black, Tucker? And why aren't I white? Why can't we just pick our races as well? It's that ridiculous. And that, by the way, is a question that
why can't we pick our races as well? Well, you could ask the question, why can't you pick your age as well? Immutable characteristics that you can't change, but you can, like, medically go through a process. Crazy. Didn't we say Michael Jackson wasn't black no more because he got all them skin treatments? Crazy. You can't even weaponize the things that you're attacking. Crazy.
Trans people never want to answer. Can you just pick your race? And they go, oh, of course you can't pick your race. Of course you can't pick your race, and of course you can't pick your gender. You're born the way that you are.
You're born with a race. You're not born with a gender.
What we're talking about, Tucker, of course, is reality, and the left doesn't work in reality. Wow,
projection so hard it could be astral at this point.
I mean, of course. I mean, and by the way, race is a much shallower category than gender. I mean, the sex differences are much deeper than racial differences. So, like, if you can change your sex, whatever. It's too crazy, and thank you for not playing along. I appreciate it.
There is no God. But you know what there is? A like button, a subscribe button, a bell that keeps you notified as to when I upload. Those things exist in reality. I'll see you in the next one.